Friends, I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. Today we are talking all things guitars and guitar tones. We are bringing out the electric axe. I have a very manly pink guitar without a name, and let's get going. So there are really 3 steps I want to give you on how to get professional guitar tones on a relatively small budget. The first of which, we're going to start with step 0. So technically there are 4 steps. This is my show. I do what I want, and this is step 0. Step 0 is just a practice. We're guitar players. We don't practice enough. If you say that you practice enough, you are probably wrong. If you say you're a good enough guitar player, you are wrong. Move on. So to really get into our first step is to know your gear. Know what you're dealing with. I currently am in Logic Pro. I know these amps pretty well, and I've made for myself a pretty decent signal chain just by going through and playing with the amps. So just knowing your gear comes with playing with it. Play with all the gear, see what you can do, put some random effects on, try things, and that's how you'll get not just some good tones, but some more interesting tones. All right, our next step is gain staging. Now, gain staging is super important. To give you just like a very brief synopsis on what it is, it's really how loud you're recording, right? So you want to get to that optimal recording signal. That means you don't want to be recording too low. You don't want to be recording too high. Know how loud you're recording, and you want also not to clip. And clipping is when that signal just overloads what's going into your interface. Step number 2, proper gain staging. My final tip for getting those just freakishly good guitar tones is know the song. What are you recording? What song are you trying to record, right? I'm not going to want the same tone, distorted tone for a rock song as I am for an indie song that just needs something ambient. I'm not going to want same tones for a blues song than for a country song. So that comes with knowing your gear and playing with it, but also, like I said, know the song and know what you're trying to achieve with that tone. Right now I have a pretty ambient tone that I got from Logic that I've been using for some of my more ambient stuff that was just played for you. Of that is to show you that if I was doing a rock song, that is not the tone I would use. You can get these great tones on a relatively strict budget. You just need to be able to know what you're dealing with, what you're going for, and what you need to do going in. But anyway, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, it would really help me out if you subscribed and if you liked it. And just have a fantastic, wonderful day.